Yes, I'm back with another review for you guys, and it's the Lorac Unzipped Dupe Palette. And if you'd like to get my take, see swatches of this palette, of the shadows in this palette, please keep on watching. Alright, so if you've actually watched my first review of a dupe palette, which was like the naked one, then you know I'm a sucker for a lot of the dupe palettes. So this is another one that I added to my collection of dupe palettes. It's a Lorac Unzipped palette, and it came in a box. Of course, if you watch my last Lorac dupe review, which is the Pro palette, I said I trashed all my boxes and they were just taking up so much space that I felt okay, I can do the review without the boxes. So I hope you guys don't mind. But this is the initial packaging of the palette, very thin and sleek, and that's what I absolutely love about these palettes. I know some of you want to know where you can purchase it. You can get these on eBay actually, or a number of wholesale. I got mine through Harlem Rustic in Trinidad, and I will link their Facebook page for you guys. But I know Makeup Haven TT also has these, so I'll link her page for you guys. And if I can find it on eBay, I will link it to you. I saw it on Amazon. Yes, that's where the other place I saw it. I saw it on Amazon, and somebody told me, I think it's Alibaba.com or something like that, has them also. So you can definitely check it out. In US dollars, these range for about like 13 to 18 US dollars, and for TT I know they range somewhere about 110 to 130 35 US dollars. So mine came with a sample size of the Lorac behind the scenes eye primer. I also got a primer in my Lorac Pro Dupe palette, so this one I've actually put up and I've been using that, and that is an awesome primer that I will do a review totally separate for you guys. So this is what it looks like. It has a zip because it's called the Unzipped palette, and it has like a zip and all the jazz here, and then comes to the back, and it does have Lorac websites and all that kind of stuff at the back here still. But yes, it is a dupe palette. When you open it, it does have a mirror here, and it comes with your regular plastic, which I told you I like to keep. Something must fall. And just like a Naked and all those other dupe palettes, you can actually, because of the cardboard plastic packaging, you can fold it backwards. I absolutely love that idea. It fits really nice and snug into your hands, and the shadows are much bigger than the Pro palette. They are much larger. In pan size, you get actually 10 eyeshadows, whereas that one you get 16. And these are all gold toned shadows all together, like rose gold, gold tone kind of shadows. In itself, you do have a mixture of the matte and shimmer, and some, I think like one color has a little glitter in it. And this has become another favorite palette for me. So it has also the names just like the real deal in itself. So that's a closer look of it for you guys. Alright, so let's get on to the swatches of the colors and my little take on each of them. Just so you know, I've been using this for over a month, so I've used it. And if you look at it carefully, you would have seen, you know, use and wear of it. Some of the colors are so pigmented that I just barely tap my brush into it. So we have Undercover, Unbelievable, Unattainable, Unconditional, Unbridled. Then that's the top row. Then Undiscovered, Unreal, Uncensored, Unspoken, and Untamed. Like I said, it's an unzipped palette, so everything is on something. So the mirror, actually I didn't talk about the mirror in this one, but the mirror is actually really normal in this one. In my Lorac Pro palette, I found that it was a little iffy. It was just looking a little off, but this one is perfectly fine. I don't have any problem with it. Yes, and yes, and yes, finally to the swatches. So we have Undercover, which is a matte cream color altogether. And then the next one we have is Unbelievable. That's your nice shimmery color. Ooh, I got some of the bottom color on that finger. That's Unbelievable. Then we have Unattainable. And then the last color is Unconditional, which is like a mauvey brown neutral color. So that's it, and it's also matte. So swatching. And the Unconditional is not showing up much, so I'm going to try and see if I can swatch with a different finger, since my pinky might have just not done its justice. So that is it there again. Let's just swatch it. It is like my skin tone. I use this as my transitional color all the time. So that's the 4 colors. there. Let's build on it and see if, you know, we get better payoff, because some of you be like, oh my gosh, no. But I can almost guarantee you in person, these are super, super, super gorgeous. So that's the first 4. Then the other 4 would be unbridled. Then we have the second row undiscovered, which is super pigmented, and unreal, and then uncensored, which is a gorgeous color I use in my crease. So you can see the darker colors do have a different color payoff, sorry. And these are all shimmery colors, and you can see that they have a different, a gorgeous sheen and shine. And these I don't have to do a second swatch because they are so pigmented. And then the last 2 colors, one is outspoken, which is like almost a matte to satin kind of brown, and then we have untamed, which is your darkest color for a crease color. So, and I do use both of these colors as crease color. I am wearing just, did I use untamed? Yes, I do have untamed, so that's unspoken and untamed. Now this one uncensored is appearing to be a bit darker just because the swatch is heavier, but I have used this for nice gorgeous smoky eye look. So that there would be the colors. Let me just call them out again. This one is unspoken, undercover, unbelievable, unattainable, unconditional. Then we have here unbridled, undiscovered, unreal, uncensored, and in the last row we have unspoken and untamed. Untamed is there, unspoken, untamed. Gorgeous, gorgeous, gorgeous color, and these are very much comparable to the Naked 3 palette. These are so comparable. It's like when I saw it I was like, yes, I prefer this more than my Naked 3 palette. I have enjoyed using this palette over and over and over and over and over again. It's like a palette that I absolutely love. I class this with my Naked 1 and 2 because in terms of consistency and touch, it feels very, 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 very awesome to the touch, to the eyes. Like you apply it, it's so smooth, it's so pigmented, you don't have to pack on colors and all of that jazz. It is truly, truly an awesome palette. I would definitely recommend it. Now when I did the Lorac Pro palette, I said it was in my top 5, and really if I have to go through my current top 5 palettes, this is definitely in it, because I've not been using my Naked 1 and 2 nor 3 recently. I've been using that palette, this one, and my Reveal palettes, and definitely this would be in my current top 5 palettes. All in all, this would be, for me, I love this more than my Lorac Pro palette, just because I love a rose gold. If you watch my Reveal palette review, I would have spoken about how I just love that kind of rose gold, kind of mauve undertone, burgundy kind of colors. I absolutely love eyeshadows with that color. How does this compare really and truly to the original? I do have the original, so I plan to pull that out and use it so I can do a comparison. But I can tell you that a couple of these colors are a little off. Like the real one, I know this one is more like a burgundy color, which is why I'm still keeping that, because like I said, I am a sucker for rose gold and burgundy color palettes. But I really like this, and I can see myself taking this for travel, taking this on my vacation, taking this anywhere with me, just because I can get a complete eye look with it. It has the right matte colors to me personally. For example, I love a matte highlight, and I can use this as a matte highlight. This could even work a bit as a matte highlight for my skin tone, or even darker. This is an awesome transition color. So I love a matte highlighter and a matte transition color. This is matte again, and this can warm up my crease. I have awesome lid colors that I can play around with. At least these here, 1, 2, 3, 4, and that's like good enough for variety. Then I have like this color that I can play with for crease. I can use this to blend out my crease, and these 2 colors here to darken up my crease. So all in all, these are amazing. This is just amazing. This palette in itself even though it's a dupe, I would give this a 4.75 palette. I love this palette. Really recommend it. Did use it to create this look. It works. You can create really quick neutral looks for work every day with this palette, and it doesn't have too much of a variety for you to be like, what do I use today, what colors. You just automatically, when I flip it up, I'll be like, okay, I don't even sometimes, I went with this color, let me go with this one today, and let me go with another one. It just works like that. Sometimes I end up using the same look back to back and then use a different color in the crease, but it's like without even thinking kind of use. So that's what I love it. Definitely recommend. And I've been really insisting on one of my friends here on YouTube to get the palette, and she know who she is. Okay, I will just pull her out and call her out for you guys. Super makeup addicted Ishi, you need to get this palette. I'm calling you out. You need to get this and do a tutorial for everyone so that they can see how awesome this palette is. So I'm putting a challenge out to you. Yeah, anyhows, you need to get this palette. I definitely recommend it for everyone. If you are thinking about the Naked 3, I don't need to disappoint you peoples, but this is the palette to get if you want rose gold and gold tone colors. And this is my Naked 3, but this is an awesome palette. I absolutely love it. I would like kiss it up if I could on camera for you guys, but you would see all kind of pink lipstick on it. Anyhow, I'm rambling, I'm getting away with it, but yeah, this is awesome palette. Go get you some of this. Love it. 5 out of 5. 2 thumbs up on my pinkies and my toes and everybody else. Love this palette. And alright, so that's my review, my ramble, my love affair with this palette. Hope you guys didn't mind the rambling and the little obsessive kind of talk. But yeah, it's a really awesome palette, and I would recommend it to you guys to check it out. I'll try and put links below. So until my next review, bye.